I'm promoting something and I'm like, hey, go click the link in my bio so you can earn some extra cash, and people look at me for advice or they look at me for my suggestions on how to get ahead in life, they're going to jump into that thinking like, oh, okay, he said that this is a legitimate thing. I'm going to throw some money at it and I can go ahead and get ahead. Knowing that you're scamming somebody is something completely different compared to promoting something that you might believe in. Even though if you might not necessarily use it a lot, but you have went out your way to try it to see if it worked, be like, hey, I think that this is something good for my supporters. Absolutely. At the end of the day, your supporters support you and they're going to go ahead and jump into things. They might jump into things not necessarily doing their own research, but just based off of what you said because they're true supporters of you. And to know that and to take advantage, their blind trust is absolutely insane. The majority of people understand that it's a scam. Everything around it screams scam. But you do have those people that will believe in that supporter so much that they'll do it even against their better judgment. I'll give you a quick little story time. My son went at Robux. We pay for a lot of in-game currency and stuff like that. But at the time, we weren't going to go ahead and spend more money on in-game currency. He was at my grandmother's house for a week spending time with them because they live out of state. Well, I get a call from my mom saying that his phone is no longer working. He has a virus. Well, what happened was he was over there listening to his favorite content creator, which, by the way, my son is 10. He believed blindly on oh, well, my favorite creator said that, oh, if you go to this website and you play these games and you download all this stuff, I can earn free money from doing those things, and caught a virus. It's a good thing that I know how to clean the whole phone out completely and get the virus out, but his phone was no longer working. I would cut it on, it would shut off. If you tried to log into the phone, it would shut off. I managed to find out that when he was downloading stuff, it put a bug into his notes. So if I was able to get the phone open, if I went to his notes, there were little links in there and bugs in it. So the minute that I would try to delete the note, the whole phone would shut off again. Granted, I was able to fix the phone and stuff like that, get everything out of it. But say he had personal information, him downloading all that stuff could have potentially got all his information stolen. A lot of us do banking on our phone. We got our personal information on there. And there you go. You just gave it to a scammer. That's a kid listening to a content creator that they believe in. Don't get me wrong. I don't know his demographic on age range and stuff like that, but that's just a little quick story time on how my son listened to a content creator and was like, oh, well, they said it was okay. And he could have potentially, if he was older, could have lost a lot of money. Say he couldn't fix a phone. Now you're out of a phone, and phones nowadays, you got to spend over $600 for a cheap phone, not even a high grade. So I do believe in what he's saying is 100% factual, and I agree with him completely. Now, to go ahead and jump on to the next thing, he states his opinion. People start to chip in on